Finally, Walt Disney's vision for what a Christmas celebration is really all about. 60 years ago, he created a magical melding of music and melody and called it the Candlelight Processional. It's evolved into a cheery celebration of compassion, community, and the birth of Christ. Before this can happen, there is a whole lot of this.
Oh, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with great joy.
Nightly rehearsals of the cast choir for the Candlelight Processional.
Oh, when they saw the star, they rejoiced with great joy.
These are the people in the gold and green choir robes right in the middle of the stage, carrying candles and lighting up the Christmas tree. They are not professional singers. They are Disney employees.
We kind of coach them to be the Christmas lights, the bulbs of the Christmas tree with their face. So we want them to be as visual as possible and still execute the music the way we've taught them.
Dirk Donahue is the cast choir rehearsal conductor.
Next note.
This Kissimmee native started singing in this choir in 1985. Are you ever satisfied?
I guess not, which may be a bad thing, but in this case, it's a good thing, I think. We want to strive to push them to their limits and maybe even go farther.
The cast choir starts rehearsing in September all the way up to opening night. Every year, there are a lot of new faces in this group. Not one of them paid, everyone a volunteer, everyone a Disney employee.
This is my 17th year.
This is my 5th year.
This is my 2nd year, so I'm very excited to be back.
This will be my 24th season.
We're all family here.
What are you looking for in a cast choir member?
Dedication and someone that enjoys singing and can blend their voice with other people. We have a lot of enthusiasm here, and that counts a lot.
Forrest Baruth is the show director at Walt Disney World. He's been a Disney employee for 47 years. And what about the talent level in the room?
Very high. They are really excellent.
Makes your job easier?
Yes, you know, and enjoyable to hear as well.
Laura Butler hits the high notes in the cast choir. This is her 5th year. Her father, Jim, is across the room hitting low notes, now in his 2nd year. Jim's son also sings in the choir, all part of a musical family.
My first performance, I just had chills the whole time.
People in this choir are from all different roles across the company, so I'm usually making some new friends every rehearsal.
There are custodial people, there are cooks, there are bus drivers, there are corporate office people, there are execs that have been here, 15, 20 years. It amazes me that they can take those people and mold them into what you see on the stage.
Michelle Marshall has been singing for 2 decades in the cast choir. Kevin Marshall for 25 years.
We have lots of wonderful memories and friends, and we feel it's truly the best show on property.
In 2002, as they were singing across the choir from one another, sparks flew. They dated for a year.
We had the costuming people come out, everybody was standing around, and I said, oh, this is so sweet, everybody's come to see us for the last show. And I could hear chuckling behind me. I thought, why are they laughing at me? And all of a sudden, down on one knee, and I thought, oh no, this is happening.
She said make it special.
I did say, well, yes,
Yes,
I did.
you did.
It was perfect. He couldn't have picked a more magical way to do it. So we got to share it with all our friends. So.
Kevin and Michelle are now retired from Walt Disney World, but they are allowed to audition for the cast choir. Everyone here earns their place. Who's the better singer?
Ooh. And he shall reign forever and ever. King of kings and Lord of lords.
More than 1,200 tried out to be part of the cast choir. 824 were selected. Each must take part in a minimum of 15 hours of rehearsal time. There are performances for 39 straight nights, a total of 117 shows. How do you craft the sound to get it to the point where you want it to be?
I think it's a perpetual thing. We're always trying. We're always finding new things, and specifically because there's so many of them.
Well, that was a maxim of Walt's. He always said, you got to keep making it better.
400 people on stage, including singers from church and school choirs, along with a 50-piece orchestra and a celebrity narrator, all with one noble goal.
I want them to get why we're there. It's the story of Christ. It's the birth of Christ.
This has been just a peek behind the scenes at all that goes into making the holidays extra special at our theme parks. For more rarely seen footage and stories, go to WESH.com and click on the Chronicle tab. From all of us at WESH 2, happy holidays.